お前がはるかだな。蛇女の誇りを貶めた罪。償ってもらうぞ。
Hello there everybody, the Hat Person here, and welcome back to some more Senran Kagura Shinovi versus. So, last time when we left off, I can't remember, because it's been a long time since I last recorded a video. I do apologize for that. I think it's been like half a week since I last, kept on making Senran Kagura. That's because, I got a little bit too busy, and also, I had to go off on a trip, and that just completely screwed up my entire schedule. I've only been able to, put out some Persona 4 episodes, but haven't had time for Senran Kagura, which is unfortunately probably my most consistently and highest viewed series in the whole thing. So yeah, I'm basically, neglecting my cash cow here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now, we have Imu and Haruka. This ought to be pretty fun, considering the kind of person that Haruka is. She's really smart, so she's definitely going to be the one to pose some difficult questions here. Yep, I like it. She's just playing around. And I do like the jab of like, hey, you're being a little bit too dramatic here. You're hamming it up. And then Imu's gonna be all blushy and be like, nah, you stupid idiot, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna do bad things to you. And not in the way that you want. So taut? I don't even know what taut is. I'll have to go and look it up in the dictionary or something. So basically she's getting by Katsuragi style, but just kind of like embarrassing her and making her all flustered. That's probably just gonna piss her off a lot more. I could touch you forever. That's not a thing that you should probably say to most people out loud. Well, it can't be helped. Just imagine that it's Miyabi. By fooling around. Yeah, you know that Imu's kind of backed up into a corner where she says, don't be fooling around, you doofus. Step aside to where? Where would you go? This is what you're supposed to be doing. Alright, now we're getting serious. Yeah, it's your leading lady in more ways than one, I think. For the honor of our ladies. I guess that's what a Senran Kagura fan says on Twitter to defend himself whenever somebody says a Senran Kagura sucks. Doing the proper Hebijo, yeah, that's where we... Yeah, that's how I usually expect things to go. No, like the true Hebijo with the true power of the true Shinobi of the true trueness. It's all about things being true. Okay, here we go. We have our big Dragon Ball style weapon here with the stick. Alright, I shouldn't even bother. Why do I even move? Why do I even move forward? Everybody constantly always moves towards me like a bunch of morons. Feels nice to get back into Senran Kagura. I was actually missing it. I was like, I kind of want to record something. But, stuff has come up. You also got a Paris Games Week, which is like, it's a special event. Kind of like a big convention style thing. Somewhere along the lines of, Gamescom and E3. Well, that's the French one. There we go. Like, that's an easy way to put it. It's the French video game thing. Which is kind of unusual. You don't usually see a lot of news stories or, conferences or events happening from France. It's usually from other places and other well-known events. Again, like Gamescom, GDC, all those ones. E3, PAX, yeah, all those are the ones that people tend to know the most. And for some reason, Paris Games Week was just, the event that Sony wanted to go to announce a whole bunch of announcements and all that. So by the time you guys see this video, I am pretty sure, and I know because I've checked, because I had to check the freaking email that I got from YouTube saying, you got a Content ID claim from freaking Bandai Namco for, some footage that showed up in your video. And so it's literally like a trailer and all of that stuff that's publicly available for everybody to watch. I got Content ID'd for that. Kinda sucky. But anyway, I was kind of expecting it, whenever you cover promotional stuff and like, videos and trailers and all that, yeah, it's pretty safe to say that a content ID strike is, well, not a strike, it's just a claim. Nothing really happens to your channel when you get a content ID thing. It's just that whatever money is gained from that video, then that's lost and it goes to the company that is making the claim. Which kind of sucks because there are no questions asked when, you know, that stuff is done. You know, the company's already given the benefit of the doubt. And they're like, okay, we'll give it to you, instead of, you know, asking the freaking content creator. And even if you are allowed to file a dispute, you're usually never heard. There's always like whenever you file a dispute, YouTube or, you know, whoever is having the claim being sent to, they have 30 days to respond. And usually the company likes to wait 30 days and then just say, oh no, we're still filing the content ID claim, you're wrong. And then you can do another one again, but then you'd have to go to court, and that gets pretty terrible. And, you know, for a small channel like mine, that is not worth the trouble at all. I'm like, this is not worth it. I will most definitely, absolutely not go through all of that trouble. You know, for like a 2-hour-long video where I wasn't expecting any views to begin with. You know, I'm like, I'd rather just leave it, you know. Take my money, enjoy the 5 cents that you're gonna get, you freaking assholes. But oh well. That's how it is in the business, you know, you're always getting scammed out of money, somehow. Because big giant companies have the connections and they have money and they have an army of lawyers where they can just bend reality to whatever the hell it is they want it to be. And they're like, okay, you're right, even though you are wrong, says the judge. And so this guy has to pay you money now. Like, ugh. It's awful. That's why it's always better. Like, if you're gonna be a YouTuber and you want to make a living out of making videos and covering games and stuff, make sure they're indie games. Or, you know, make sure they come from developers that actually understand how the fucking future works. And, actually, people that are actually okay with you doing that kind of stuff. Because if you just do it with any old company like Nintendo or something, you're most definitely gonna get a content ID claim. You gotta be careful with Japanese companies. Japanese companies are the worst. There's usually American companies that are really not that bad. It's, the Japanese ones that are so rigid and stupid in that aspect. Like, they're so far behind in that. Like, I think they don't even know what YouTube is. And they're like, oh, what? People posting videos of our games? Oh, no, I think that's all they hear, you know? And they don't actually read between the lines over the fact that they're actually getting a bunch of free promotion and people are saying good things about your game, but like, no, shut them down! It's like, you know, like when you're in a lemonade stand and you drink some really good lemonade, and it's like, hey, this lemonade is great, I want to tell all my friends about it. And then the guy selling you the lemonade is like, no, shut up. I'm like, why? Well, you can't talk about it. It's not like an official source. I'm like, no. Like, I know, but this is like a really good lemonade. I want to talk about your lemonade. I'm not gonna say any bad things about it. I'm literally gonna say, come and buy this lemonade. And then they're like, no, you can't. I'm gonna sue you because you talked about our lemonade. What? But you're selling a product. Wouldn't you logically want your product to be, like, you know, promoted and exposed through everything, no matter what it is? No. And then you get sued. I'm like, what? How does that make any logical sense? We're gonna, like, the money that you make out of this video by you talking very nicely about our thing, no, we're gonna take it now. Like, what? Great. I'm trying to help you and you take away my money? The money that I earned out of making my own original video that has a few seconds of your thing on there? Like, that's so unfair. But they don't care. They're that greedy. You know, even if it is like 5 cents, they still want it. It sucks. Wow, what kind of a freaking guard is that? There we go. That's what you get for doing a crappy guard. Even your robot wasn't able to protect you. Blah. I like Haruka. Haruka's one of my favorites. Now granted, she's not as big of a favorite as Ikaruga or Katsuragi, but I like her a lot nonetheless. She's really smart. She's a really intelligent character. But she also has that whole, like, super perverted side to her. Which is not as endearing as Katsuragi's. I mean, with Katsuragi, it's kind of an endearing little character trait. It can be kind of funny when implemented nicely. I mean, you look at it, and it's like, ah, yeah, that's the thing that she would do. That's just her being her. But with Haruka, it's like, okay, you're literally just seducing me. Ah. Okay. But she is really insightful. She's real smart. She's kind of like the older sister archetype. Ah! I mean, at least that's what it initially seems to be. I mean, again, you know, if you want to talk about Senran Kagura and their stereotypes, they just seems to be like the outer layer. Most of it seems to be, you know, transformed beyond the stereotype that it comes from. Usually through its backstory. Anyway, Rolling Thunder. That did jack squat. That did not do anything. That was a useless attack. Okay, there we go. Say goodbye to your pennies. The bottom part. I wanted the top part, but they got that instead. Such a waste. But anyway, don't fault me for Imu having a really crappy triangle move. Alright. That was easy enough. Okay. That's what you get for acting like a bad dude. You can't save the president like that. Yep, just one more and the chapter's over. Miyabi will take care of her. The ultimate goal of what? I'm still not entirely sure what that ultimate goal is. Just to show our pride and to regain our honor, but we can do that without having to pick fights with everybody. I mean, if they get in our way, we'll beat them up, but you know, there's no reason for us to actually go out there and beat them before we even do anything. Exactly. There we go. That's literally what I was asking. What kind of a vague, ambiguous wish is that? There we go. That's what I wanted. Haruka actually asking the good, tough questions. That's what she's good at. Eh? She'd probably choose Miyabi. It's pretty clear that she is pretty much head over heels for Miyabi, and whatever she wants, then that's what Imu wants as well. And what Miyabi wants is Heavy Joe's honor. So if Imu wants Miyabi and Miyabi wants Heavy Joe, then Imu wants Heavy Joe. Can I call in to my lifeline? Your question makes no sense. Great. Again, just bending reality to whatever it is you want. Well, it makes no sense because I say so. It makes no sense. Alright, making you think. Yeah, we're all supporting camaraderie more than we do the faction that we belong to. Yeah, it's less about, you know, supporting this morality, you know, group, and more about, you know, just kind of protecting the people you care about through this power and through this group that you're fighting with. She's probably... Man, I don't know. I think she'll initially just blow it off and be like, ah, she makes no sense, she's weak. But then she'll probably think about it later and be like, maybe she's right. Yeah, what kind of ridiculous bull. Yeah, like that sentence like literally just contradicts, and like, it proves what Haruka said, and it contradicts whatever Imu just said. She's like, what ridiculous bullcrap. Oh, caring no more about friends in the school. Bullcrap. Miyabi, please, I love you. Please, oh, you better win. Do it for me. Let's get graded. Wishes and pride. Why do I always yawn during this bit? Enemies defeated 37. I felt like it was way more than that. Yeah, I definitely got a D. 5.5 minutes. Took me too long to kill Haruka. So, how much are we gonna level up? Definitely not gonna make it to level 20. That bar is moving up way too slowly. Yeah. That's not enough. I need to kill more enemies. I mean, it all depends on the level, you know? If you kill a whole bunch of stuff, like if the level is long with a lot of enemies, you're guaranteed to level up a ton. But if it's literally like just maybe 1 or 2 waves and then the boss, then it's not much. I mean, the boss itself is not really worth anything. There we go. Imu has mastered the ultimate secret ninja art, even though she really didn't, you know, go through any kind of breakthrough right now. You know, just, it's convenient to the story. Just have it. Just have it happen. New technique. She didn't advance any balance techniques. No flash balance, no yin or yang. That's fine. Alright then, we'll move on to the next episode. Not much else to say here. I mean, it's just things continuing on as they're supposed to. I'm pretty much just gonna marathon through the rest of this story right now. I'm gonna keep recording until I finish the 5th and final chapter, where we're gonna see the ending and all that kind of stuff. But right now, we're gonna have on the next episode the battle of two leaders. We got Miyabi on one corner, Homura on the other corner. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what other tough questions need to be answered. Let's see how it actually all unfolds. There really isn't a whole lot to unfold, just Miyabi will beat Homura, and hopefully maybe Homura will say something that'll make Miyabi think or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the story in this bit. I haven't seen any of the story beyond this point, so I'm excited. I want to see what happens next. But anyway, if you liked the video, like it, obviously. If you want to see more, subscribe, like that, you won't miss anything. I'm the Half Person, and I'll see you guys next time for some more SK Shinobi Versus. Later.